Allahu Alam, that's all I'm going to say.
Thank you. That's the point. Allahu Alam. Allah knows best, and He's the only one who knows.
And what's the problem?
The problem is that the verse says the Quran is a detailed explanation of everything.
And everything.
If only Allah knows, then the Quran is not explained.
But again, maybe scholars have to explain what the detailed explanation is. Maybe scholars will have to explain.
Yeah, a scholar needs to come and tell you and I, Jabir, what it means to be detailed and explained. We're too stupid to know what that means.
Hello, welcome to this channel. In this amazing video, God Logic is debating a Muslim who runs to Dawah wise for help, then come back to debate him and get refuted all over again. Let's watch this video to find out exactly what happened.
Jabir, my favorite guest. What's up, man?
Hello?
What's up, dog?
Oh, I think I remember listening to your conversation with him last time.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something that you mentioned.
You want to talk about your conversion?
No, I'm still a Muslim, alhamdulillah.
No, you shouldn't be. Not according to your word.
No. I had to do my research, and I went on Dawah Wise's stream today, talked about it and whatnot.
So the Dawah Wise is full of morons.
No, they're not morons.
Jabber, you said you talked to them about what we talked about?
Yeah, and they said two things. Number one, we should look at the 8 criteria that Aristotle mentioned about what a contradiction is. And the second thing is they have a response to it. But let's first look at
what was their answer? What was the response that fixed the problem?
Okay, so it says, so these letters, whatnot, Alif, Lam, Mim. You said that's what your contention is. Where those letters mean.
Alif, Lam, Mim.
Yeah.
Abraham's wife, Moses' wife, Adam's wife.
No. I remember I decided to leave on the interpretation that it's about you mentioned that chapter 12 verse 111 it goes against what the chapter, for example, chapter 2 verse 1 says, chapter 3 verse 1 says. Yeah, you said that last time.
That shows that those verses are unexplained. Those are examples of the Quran not being explained.
Right. And then then I asked them today about that, and they said, those letters, Alif, Lam, Mim, and whatnot, they connect to the next verse, and because it's like a way to show the Arabic's eloquence. It is, because the eloquence of the Arabic, for example, with some prepositional words in Arabic.
You know I love you, right, man? Like a brother.
Yeah.
I love you, man. So I won't steer you wrong. And because I love you, I'll tell you the truth, nothing but the truth, and I tell you straight up.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Stop listening to these idiots.
Nah.
Stop, bro. Stop taking these silly, dumb, erroneous explanations from these people. Mm-hmm. These ad hoc interpretations that can't be proven from the text or the context at all. Mm-hmm. Stop taking from them, bro. This is probably like what the 6th one we've gone over now.
Yeah.
It's none of it doesn't work. And let me
ask you this. They brought the other thing up. For a contradiction, you said the Quran has to have a contradiction. You said I asked them about that today, and they said look up the 8 criteria that Aristotle made to prove what a contradiction is. How about we should go over that to see
Sure, no problem.
is.
What was their answer, though? But we could do that and have some fun there later. What was their answer to the problem? Like, let me ask you. Did you ask them, hey, guys, a Christian brought up this verse to me, chapter 12, verse 111.
Yeah, you can even replay the video. It's today.
Okay, I believe you. So you showed them the verse. And you gave them my argument. Hey, he's saying that there's examples in the Quran of verses that are not explained.
Yeah, and then they said those letters mean basically those letters connect to what comes after. Alif Lam Mim connects to that. Alif Lam Mim. This is talking about the Quran, and all the other.
About what? What is it saying about the Quran? That's the question. What is it saying about the Quran? Did they tell you what? Now I can, because look, I can say that verse 2 of Surah Baqarah connects to verse 3 in Surah Baqarah.
But they're saying verse 1 connects to verse 2, which in turn
exactly.
connects
So verse 1, I get you. Verse 1 connects to verse 2. But what does verse 1 mean?
It doesn't have a meaning by itself. I'm saying it has to be connected.
So it's not okay. Fine.
There are some words in Arabic that just don't have a meaning by itself.
These are words. Alif Lam Mim are words.
By itself, you don't know what it means, but with like if there's another verse after it.
But that's what it is by itself. And then the verse. Okay, so the verse
You can't
after.
just take a verse by itself. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You know what? Let's do this. Let's look at it. Let's look at it and let's see if verse 2 combined with verse 1, Alif Lam Mim, tells us what that means. You with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right. So, verse 1, Alif Lam Mim.
You're gonna do it with chapter 2?
Yeah, I'm in chapter 2.
Okay.
Alif Lam Mim. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let me put it on the screen for both of us.
Yeah. I've got it memorized already, but anyway.
Okay. Alif Lam Mim. It's funny. You see what they put in the parentheses? These letters are one of the miracles of the Quran.
It is. You know how? I can explain how. I can explain how.
Wait, look at what he says though.
Okay.
And none but Allah alone knows their meanings. But you think Dawah wise know their meaning, man? You guys, they all over the place, Jabber.
And then here's the second interpretation I got for Alif Lam Mim, what it means.
Wait, not the second. Let's go with
Okay.
this first one. Let's see if verse 2 explains it. Okay, this is a book where there is no doubt a guidance to those who are the
Believers.
pious.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm trying to skip the. Oh, that's it, huh? Because this is just the rest is just brackets.
They got a lot of brackets to the Quran. It needs a lot of help in
Right.
explaining.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure chapter 12, verse 111 itself has brackets.
It doesn't actually.
You sure?
So, well, it depends on the translation you use actually, because you're actually right. It depends on the
A
translation.
lot of brackets, man. Needs a lot of help.
There's a lot of help. All right. So, so this is the book about which there is no doubt, a guidance for those conscious of Allah. How does this tell us what Alif Lam Mim is?
Okay. There's another interpretation they brought about what Alif Lam Mim
Wait,
is.
can we scratch that first? Can we scratch that
Okay,
one?
khalas, we scratch that. Okay.
All right. So that one we say that
Out the
one is
window.
dumb, right?
Out the window. Out the window.
Out the
Let's
window.
Let's go to the second interpretation where there's
Second
where this one it comes from the miracle of Allah. You know how? Let me explain. Okay.
Go ahead.
Listen to me. So, let me give you an example. Let me just find the chapter number. Just a sec. I believe it's chapter 104. It says the elephant, right? It says Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bisabfi, right? The first three letters used in that verse is Alam, A, M, and Mim. Okay? But we don't say Alif Lam Mim tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuk. We say Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuk, okay? While here in
Wait, what
chapter
verse?
2,
I'm sorry. What verse?
this is like chapter 104, I believe. I could be wrong. Just a minute. Chapter the elephant.
Okay, the elephant. All right, let me try to.
The elephant. Okay. If you read the Arabic in the first verse, the first three letters in that verse is Alam. A, Alif, Lam, Mim, right? Alam, tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuk.
What verse? Oh, you said verse 1?
Verse 1, okay? So it says, Alam, tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil, right? Alam, right?
Okay. Alam
So-
have not.
Right? Alam here, it is Alif, Lam, and Mim. Here's the thing. Why don't we say in Surah Al-Baqarah, Alam, dhalika rayba fi? Why don't we say that? Because to show that the Quran is preserved, we even have the pronunciation preserved. So we know when to use Alam and when to use Alif Lam Mim. So Allah basically, He put Alif Lam Mim to show us that the Quran can actually be preserved fully.
Did that convince you?
No.
Oh.
Why not?
I didn't hear an explanation of what Alif Lam Mim means.
No, I told you. It's in the Quran because Allah wants to show that the Quran will be preserved fully in pronunciation.
Where does
So-
the Quran say that?
Chapter 15, verse 9.
No, where does the Quran say that the meaning or reason for Alif Lam Mim is to demonstrate the preservation of the Quran's linguistics? Where does
Again,
it
in
say
chapter
that?
15, verse 9, it's, how else are we going to show that the Quran is preserved?
In chapter 15, verse 9, it just says that Allah sent down the reminder and that He guards it. It says nothing about Alif Lam Mim or the purpose of it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So does the Quran tell you what you told me about why Alif Lam Mim is there? Does the Quran say that?
Does the Quran say that? No, but we can infer by it, but by the
Just
how
like
it was
the
passed down from generation
yeah,
to generation.
just like Dawah wise can infer that Aleph Lam Mim is there to is connected with the other verse, and somehow that shows the meaning. Or they can infer that as well. Or the other scholar that you was bringing up can infer what they were saying about Aleph Lam Mim, and you laughed at what they inferred. And then the other scholars that differ with that, and we laugh. Remember, we was laughing at all these different interpretations of Aleph Lam Mim.
Yeah. So
But
what
they're all inferring that.
again? Allahu Alam. Also, I'm gonna say.
Thank you. That's the point. Allahu Alam. Allah knows best, and He's the only one who knows.
And what's the
Meaning,
problem?
the problem is that the verse says the Quran is a detailed explanation of everything.
And everything.
If only Allah knows, then the Quran is not explained.
But again, maybe scholars have to explain what the detailed explanation is. Maybe scholars will have to explain.
Yeah. A scholar needs to come and tell you and I, Jabir, what it means to be detailed and explained. We're too stupid to know what that means. You know, I'm not smart enough. You're not smart enough. My friend IP here, he's not smart enough.
What's his channel's name, by the way?
Huh?
What's his channel's name, by the way?
Inspiring Philosophy. It's tagged in the title of this video.
What a coincidence that there's this guy in Dawah wise. His name is Islam Hakim. He has a channel, Cogent Faith. This guy is really philosophical, you know. He talks everything Aristotle, you know. I don't know, Plato.
Told him to come here.
No, but he was busy like on the Dawah stream, you know.
Yeah, you should have said, "Hey, you guys should go and give this explanation of God logic. See what he responds."
I didn't want to say I was debating you because, like, you know,
they would have kicked you if they told that they said that.
no, it's not that bad. No, they're just gonna give me a big scolding. You know, why do you want to debate nobodies? Blah blah blah. They're very knowledgeable and you know whatnot.
So look at that.
You know,
you're more mad than they are.
I have a question for you. No, stop that. I have a question for you. I have a question.
Wait.
My question is, how can I? Sorry.
Before your question, we got to make sure.
Okay. How can I copy and paste? How can I copy and paste a link to the private? Like, I want to paste the YouTube link here. Maybe you can respond to it. But I found it.
Here, I got you. So what I'll do?
But how do you do it?
All you got to do. Are you on your computer or something?
My phone.
You're on your phone. Okay. So on your phone, do you see the private chat?
Yeah. But see, how do I copy and paste a link on there?
Oh, you're trying to paste a link in my chat?
Yeah, because there's a video that I found that exactly talks about this exact topic. I didn't really I didn't watch the whole thing, but I just found the title of it.
Don't paste it here.
I mean, also, this doesn't really solve the contradiction because Surah 12:11 says it's a detailed explanation of all things. But even if they could explain the Aleph, Lam, whatever aspect, Surah 3:7 still exists, which says that some things are unclear.
I responded to him about 3:7. I'll tell you the explanation that I got from 3:7. Some scholars they make a mistake and they put a comma after nobody knows except Allah. It should be saying nobody knows except Allah and the people of knowledge. That's how it's in the Arabic. So if you go to the verse, it says nobody knows the explanation but Allah. Some people put like a period or a comma next to it, but there shouldn't be one there. It should be nobody knows.
Why is it not what Muhammad said?
No.
That doesn't even matter. That doesn't even matter.
Go ahead, man. You got it.
What matters is that you have a verse that says that the Quran is perfectly detailed and explained. So regardless of that verse, if there are unexplained verses in the Quran, that's a contradiction. So even if I don't have a verse in the Quran that also says, hey, there's unclear verses, that doesn't solve the problem that there are unclear verses while the Quran says that everything is explained and clear, detailed, you know? So that's why 3:7 doesn't matter.
Yeah, 3:7, yeah, we just, you know, we left it by itself. I mean, but anyway, yeah, look, the other thing I wanted to do, they said to look up the 8 criteria that Aristotle put out for what a contradiction is.
But none of that matters. None of that matters because a contradiction, you cannot have A and be non-A in the same way, in the same sense. So
but remember, all 8 criteria have to be met.
Brother, you and I understand. You cannot have a statement saying that the book is a detailed explanation of everything. Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. I have to. Somebody's knocking on my door. Sorry. I'll be back.
All right.
Just what I was trying to get at while he's coming back is that if you go to the life of Muhammad and Ibn Ishaq, Muhammad does not give that explanation of 3:7.
Oh, that's true.
No, he said the Christians come and they go, why is Allah constantly calling himself we and our? And he goes, well, that's a mystery. No one knows that but Allah. And that's his explanation for that. So even with the Aleph Lam stuff, Muhammad said the parts about Allah calling himself we are unexplained.
Yes. Also, the same thing when it comes to Jesus being Allah's word, spirit and a spirit from him. The Christians were using that against him, and Muhammad used 3:7 as a response. That these are verses that are unclear, and those who are deviant are trying to use the unclear verses to stir up trouble and cause doubts. So
yeah, and the people of knowledge, the comma issue, that's not what Muhammad said. So I mean, like, this is just the miracle of reinterpretation.
Yeah. The miracle of reinterpretation.
Alright, welcome back, guys. That was very amazing, very educational. Share your thoughts, what you were able to learn in the comment section. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, your family. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos like this. In as much as we want these guys to leave Islam, the truth is that it is not easy to leave Islam because they are so afraid of leaving this cult called Islam, and so they prefer to be contented in their confusion. But if they embrace the truth and call on Jesus, the only person who has promised not to leave nor forsake you, he will surely provide a way for them to live. But in a real sense, without the help of God, it is so impossible to live that religion. Aside that, from what I observed from this video, these people believe that they are superior to all other people, and so when their Dawah Gandhis explain some certain nonsense to them, they subordinate truth as a lesser value to be bent or discarded when conflicted with their own preordained sense of entitlement. The amount of brainwashing these guys have been through is somehow tough. Literally have to deny simple text to protect their overly obvious fake cut. The last time this young man was here, I had a high hopes that he will accept Christ on his next appearance here, but a Muslim is always a Muslim. He went back to ask his imam instead of doing the research himself. Now they have threatened and brainwashed him into submission. This is the major case with so many of them that comes here to debate. If you're coming to ask for truth, your mind should be opened first before you come here, else whatever you're coming to do, you're just coming to argue. This young man was here the last time and he promised to go back to do verification on his own and also to do research, but that was not the case. He went back to consult his people and now he can't even understand himself anymore. But why would Allah care one way or another about the eloquence of the Arabic language? Is he personally taking credit for the invention of the Arabic language, but all other languages are garbage invented by humans or false gods or something? And I think you people should get back into the habit of double checking your argument, because this is somehow embarrassing. The way they take the Arabic language is almost as the same way they take their Allah. Genesis made us to understand that everything God created is beautiful, not just the Arabic language. It includes every other language that have been created. They have their uniqueness, though they are different, but they have their uniqueness and the way they are expressed. So thinking that a language is from God directly and not every other language is garbage, then it shows how delusional you are. Thank you guys for watching. Share this video, subscribe. We'd love to see you in the next episode.